So I think one of the things with generally stopping, I think the first reaction in circumstances of difficulty or uncertainty is to just stop cost. The thing that generally always happens there is people don't always appreciate the cost and impact of doing it, because generally development's quite an unusual industry in that you generally bring lots of companies together. So when resources get sort of sat down and they get sat to the side, there's a cost to that, right? So that's one thing. It's better generally to slow than it is to stop, because you have to remobilise, etc. And fundamentally, when you look at this market and any market, if you fundamentally just stop all cost, to start again takes so much longer. The time, the effort, kind of resources to that. So I think generally as a rule, we would always say, yes, look to slow, maybe react, look at cash flow, but stopping is quite another decision, because the impact of that is the reality is it might never restart, right? And that's always the challenge. So I think it's that ability to sort of take a breath, let's look at it, let's kind of work the problem, and then understanding kind of how can we make this actually an opportunity, as opposed to sort of the uncertainty that the market brings. I think we would always encourage any developer that regardless of the market, you should always be looking at your feasibility and making sure that the product fit always applies, right? I think the most commercially savvy developers would always do that, whether it's a market of sensitivity or not. I would probably say, if you look at the lifespan of a project, projects can get approved and take 5 years to deliver, right? So think how much Dubai and the UAE as a country has changed in the last sort of 5 years, right? So I think you've always got to be refreshing that. And in times like this, getting a better control and understanding of your feasibility is critical, right? So you can pivot offices, size of units, product, type, what's important now, and even in the last 5 years, and it doesn't necessarily apply to the kind of current circumstances, but the type of product that people want constantly changes, right? What's important to buyers, what's important to end users constantly changes. So I think that's always something that you should be looking at. I think if you look at particularly Dubai and the UAE, and we obviously have recent examples of uncertainty, we have obviously 2008, we have COVID, and I think what you see and what you saw certainly from COVID times is the developers who continued to push and had products ready were able to get to market quicker. It's quite simplistic, but for the ones that kind of said stop or doing nothing, their ability to then actually launch product took 6, 12, 18 months. So in short, you're behind the curve, right? So I think what we are saying to our clients is, okay, yes, we might want to slow construction, we might not want to award the main contract elements to get the projects ready. Take this time to test the feasibility, to test design, to make sure that it's all robust, it's ready, it's effectively on the shelf, ready to go when the timing is right for you to launch the product into the market. There's obviously people in this market who, for the last 5 or so years, have all done really well, and obviously what you see is product launches have gone well. Perhaps it's been easy because the market has been so hot. I think now the ones who are reactive, I think the ones that have good relationships both with the supply chain, the designers, the local authority, all of that is key. But I would probably say the ones who are commercially savvy, who are open and reactive. But and like this, when there is sort of uncertainty, there's opportunity, right? And I think you see that. And I think the ones who are actually open to that opportunity, looking at the potential, okay, got a slight dip, do we back the market long term? We absolutely do. And I think most people who have been here will see that the UAE is pretty robust. It generally bounces back well. So I think the ones that are sort of betting on the market, well prepared, commercially savvy, are always the ones that will be one step ahead of the rest.